Look at this bathroom. Doesn't it look clean and organized? I'm making progress, you guys. If you've watched this series for a while, you know I put a lot of work in here. This is getting much better over there. Don't mind this. This is the stuff I'm using today. Hey everyone, Sophia here from my great challenge. I am back in my master bathroom. For those of you who are new to the channel, check out the link down below or right there in the corner. This is for my master bathroom makeover. You would not believe what this bathroom used to look like before I started doing all of this work. So today I am finally tackling the floor. We've got one issue though, and I'm going to talk about this in a second. Alright, so the floor. It's been about a month and a half now that I've done nothing in here, I think. Maybe it's more or less, I'm not sure. Because I really was torn as to what I wanted to do with the floor. Ideally, I would like to rip the tiles and put a new floor. Alright? We don't have the funds for that. So the next best choice was to use a self-leveling concrete over the old tile floor and put some kind of, like tiles that are the fake wood tiles, like a pergo type floor. All right, well, that's still not in the budget, okay? Then the third best solution was to just clean out the tiles, put a light coating of grout on it to even it out, and paint it with an epoxy and then seal it. Kind of like a garage floor paint. I wouldn't mind the idea, especially if I was going to do a pattern on it, but Scott is totally not okay on that. He doesn't want me to paint the floor. So the only solution that's left is for me to remove the grout on this floor and entirely regrout it, which is basically why I've done nothing in here for quite some time, because let's face it, who wants to remove grout and regrout their floor? This is really not a task I'm looking forward to. I'm still going to do it because I want to finish this bathroom, and yeah, so I'm going to put on my big girl's panties today and I'm going to remove the grout. I don't think I'm going to be able to grout today. It's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but you know me, I'm a maniac, so I may be able to. We never know. Stick around. Let's see what we can do in this bathroom. So we are now looking at the old floor. Just a reminder, this bathroom was added to the house probably in the 60s by the homeowner himself. So this is all, DIY stuff. Okay, so I'm here by the toilet, obviously, and I want to show you the kind of job that he did. All right, so look, you have areas here that were not grouted, areas here that were grouted. It's a big mess. All right, so all of that has got to be removed. Now, look at this. This is the edges of the bathtub. He did a terrible job at caulking this. So as a result, all the dirt gets in there, and then you get the water from the tub and all of that, and the corner here, look at that, yikes. Okay, so all of that needs to be done. I have some tiles that are broken, but I figured with the grout, the white grout, it's gonna go away. Here is the grout as we know it. There's some areas here where you can see he regrouted and the grout is just falling apart. All right, you see the old grout? Hold on. Where's my finger? Right here. You see the old grout here? Okay, and that this is the new grout he put it on. And you can see that throughout the entire bathroom. Okay, there's some areas where the grout stuck around, and then areas not so much. Then I have some paint stains, right, from painting the ceiling and all of the other stuff. Why do I not paint the grout? Okay, so this is the area. If you remember from one of the previous videos where I actually showed you that you can paint the grout, it's just too painstaking and I didn't like the result. There's a stain of nail polish here. So basically what I'm going to do today is remove, I'm going to work this area first. All right, I'm going to divide that by 2 because I just can't do the whole room in one day. I'm going to do all of this area. I'm going to move this out of the way and I'm going to remove the grout all over here and the caulk. And I'm going to regrout it, right, and call it a day. And then the next video, I'll do this area here and call it a day. Then what I was thinking of doing is the tiles that you see here at the bottom, right, the baseboards, they're going to be painted the same color than the wall. That way it just gives a flush finish because I really don't like the contrast of the two colors. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with here. Maybe I'll paint it, I'm not sure. So all right, so the second video will be this area, and that would be it. Okay, I'm gonna start. All right, so this is the corner right here. My bathtub is on this side here, and then this is the wall. I got tools. I got this right here, that's a caulk remover. You kind of like, you know, work your way through. I got this thing here, that's a grout remover. You got to, you know, kind of scrape the whole thing. And I got a, you know, spackler thing to remove, you know, oh, that's pretty easy, when you got drops of paint like the one I just removed. So let me get started. Move the camera a little bit so maybe you can see the corner. And all right, pray for me, I'm diving in. This is gonna take a long time. Remember, I'm doing the first half of the bathroom today. So all you do basically is scrape away. And what I want to create is a good enough surface with a dent where the caulk is going to go and the grout. So now this area here, I'll do that in a second, but right now I just want to do along the edges. Remember, I'm painting this right here, this area. So this here, I'm not touching, like the grout that was there, I am not touching. I do want to remove the grout that's here at the bottom, because this is going to get regrouted, but this I'm going to recaulk. So I want to remove everything that's over there. I kid you not, I'm going to be here all day. So what I want to do is create a dent that is deep enough for the new grout. I'm not going to be able to remove all of the grout, but I'm trying to remove most of it. And I'm using the spatula like this to go along the edges to remove the grout that's on top of the tile, the one that they, you know, that they were a little bit too overzealous with. Okay. And it's easy to tell whether you did a good job or not, because obviously this is getting white again. Alright, so this was about, I'd say, 15 minutes worth of work. This whole area here, you see, where it's cleaner, obviously, is done. And then this is the area where it's not done. You can tell the difference in color. There's all the stuff that I'm pulling out. I brought the broom and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's working pretty good. I'm just looking for a groove, really. Then I have a sealer also that I bought. That's a spray-on sealer. I'll show that to you when I'm ready with the grouting. But for now, I'm just going to stop filming and just go do the stuff, because really nobody wants to watch me for, like, you know, 20 minutes worth of fast motion going through all this grout issue. But yeah, before and after, you can see there's a serious difference. Granted, the grout is not just dirty, it's also a colored grout that he had. He had a gray grout, I think, on there that turned yellow over time. So once it's all white, I'm expecting to see kind of like this contrast that you see there. Might actually be pretty cool, but man, let me tell you, this is hard work. So again, today I'm only doing this half of the bathroom, okay? I removed my vanity. It's right here on the other side of the bathroom. So I have to do all of this area here, and to be honest, I'm at the point now where I don't even think I'm going to be able to finish it, because it's really a lot of work. The area all the way on the other side of the toilet, I can't do. I mean, I just can't do the angle like this. I can do this way, but not that way. Obviously, there are tools that you can use. There's like a rotary little thing that's like a Dremel. That's a grout remover. I don't have it. I don't think this job here requires for me to go spend money on a tool. Yes, I could rent it, but you know what? Maybe I like to do things that way. I don't know. Punishing myself, I guess. I'm not sure. But you can really see the difference between the area that's been cleaned and the area that's still dirty. So let me finish this up, even though I just said that a couple of seconds ago, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's done. I'll probably wash it before I put on the, grout, just to make sure that I got all the dust out of the way. And then once the grout is dry, I'll do the caulking all around the perimeter and then put my vanity back up. And then next week I'll do the other side and then probably use the spray-on silicone throughout the whole area after that. So after a while of dealing with this nonsense, you kind of figure out the most effective way of doing it. Which works kind of like a pattern. So this is what I've been figuring out on how to do this without spending forever. So I'm using this, which is the grout remover, and instead of using it flat, I'm using it at an angle like this. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing as a method to kind of like move along a little bit faster. So first I do it like this, where it's just the tip. See, I'm lifting this a little bit. So I just go like this. And it really busts out most of the grout that was there. Okay? Then at the end, I go with the tip. And then I go flat a couple of times. Right? Then I take my spatula, my little sparkler, and I go at an angle this way, and I remove everything that's on the edges. And I do the same thing on the other side. Alright, take my broom. And that area is done. Okay, so now I can move on to the next one. Why am I getting into these insane projects? This was hard. This was so hard. My hands hurt. It was that hard. Alright, so I've done half of the bathroom. I did the best I could removing the old caulk and the old grout. There's some residue on some of the tiles that I really don't know what it is. I cannot remove it. I just can't. I tried with the steel wool, can remove it. I think it's glue, but I don't remember using glue in here. So it leads me to believe that the guy who tiled this, I have a feeling he tiled the tiles over another set of tiles, if that makes sense. Because if you go in the corner here and look at what good of a job I did here removing all of the caulk, that was hard. There's a huge hole there and it's going like pretty deep, and I don't know. And then there's some leveling issues here. Some tiles are higher than others. I don't know. So I removed most of it. There's areas where you see it darker. It's because it literally like see through. See that? It's like it's a hole. Yeah, so that really leads me to believe that this is a floor that's on top of an old floor. That's the only reason why I would see that. But anyway, all of the old paint is removed. I'm ready to do my mix. I'm going to grout this thing and probably call it a day. I should do the caulk along. Yeah, all right. So you know what? It's 5 o'clock. I have time. I'm going to grout everything, at least this area here, so I can put my vanity back, and then I'm going to caulk all of the areas around here. I'm not going to do around the toilet, around here, 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 and here, and definitely around the tub. This I got to fill it with some serious grout because this hole it's about an inch. So I don't know what's going on here. All right, let me mix the stuff. Okay, so I have to read the instructions, which I never do, but I'm going to do it today. This is white, dry, non-sanded grout. Why is it non-sanded? Well, because if I was using the sanded one, which I use in the bathtub, if you remember, I would get a horrible result because it would be too gritty. This is the non-sanded, super smooth one that goes into spaces that are up to 1/8, and mine, I think, are about that size, so hopefully. Won't scratch highly glazed or polished tiles or stone, that's nice. And how do you mix this thing? Alright, so let me read this and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. So it says you have to make 700 milliliter of water with 5 pounds of the mix, which is this box. This is half of it, so I'm going to do 350 milliliters. Then you mix it for about 5 minutes. You wait 10 minutes. You mix it some more, and then you can start applying it. So I've got my measuring cup here, and how many milliliters? 350 up to here. All right, be right back. Alright, it's been 10 minutes. I can't believe I actually followed instructions. Here's my grout, and I'm gonna have to say that it looks pretty good. Tools! Let me see what I got. You need this, that's the sponge. And you need a grout float. Okay, so you get the grout, take the spoon, put the grout, or the troll if you have one, I don't. Alright, so you put the grout on there, and then you go flat like this, right? You get all the grout, and then you go and you do the edges like this to remove all the excess grout, so you just get grout in the grooves, that's it. Once that's done, and you get an area that's about the size of this, right, which is what, 3 by 2 about, okay? Take the sponge that's been wetted and you go over it to remove the extra grout, alright? That's basically how you do it. Let's do this. Don't you just love it when I'm talking as though I know what I'm talking about? I have no idea. I've grouted before, but I don't know if I did a good job. Alright, so you put the stuff on the grout float, and here we go. You go like this and you apply your grout, okay? And then you go like this. To remove the excess. Right? Now I have some here. I want to make sure I get these areas right here. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. Liking the results so far. sure I get an even layer of grout in all the grooves. Otherwise it starts looking funky. I don't want that. Okay, like here for instance. Alright, hold on. I don't like the way it looks over there. Okay, I got my sponge, and you just go like this, and you basically spread it nice like this. Okay, there's some areas here I don't really like the way it looks, so I'm gonna go like this. Alright, what do you think? Let me give you a close-up. So this is the old grout. This is the grout that I've cleaned. And this is the area that I've regrouted. Okay, so yeah, much better. I just mentioned something about me not reading directions. Well, even when I read directions, I don't follow them. Apparently, I was supposed to wait 10 to 20 minutes before I sponged off. So, guess what? I'm going to let this dry a little bit. I'm going to apply another coat, and then I'll wait 10-20 minutes. This area there, I'm just going to go ahead and do it and wait the 10 to 20 minutes because I really don't want to mess this job. Fortunately, this is the part right here that's underneath my vanity, so I'm gonna be okay with that, but still I want to do a good job. Okay, so I've regrouted everything, right? It looks much wider, can't say it doesn't. Again, this is the before and this is the after, and I removed as much as I could. I didn't do the sponge yet. I went over this whole area that I mistakenly sponged off too early. I'm gonna wait another 10 minutes and then I'm gonna come into this area with the sponge and pretty much wipe off everything. Then you gotta wait 2 hours and you start buffing the whole tiles back to normal. Yeah, before I go to bed tonight, I'm probably gonna do the caulking along the tub because that's the most important. And then I'll have to paint the ledges before I caulk the walls there, but that's gonna happen later on. I'm not gonna do that tonight. Well, it's done. That whole area has been regrouted. I don't know, what do you think? Looks better. Let me see if I have a spare space here to show you what the old grout looked like. Okay, so there was the before, okay, and that's the after. I think you can definitely see a difference now. Like I said, some of the cracks, I'm going to show you one right here. Alright, so some of the cracks I was hoping would take in the grout, but they don't. So this is not porcelain, this is a ceramic tile, obviously, which is the cheap kind. If it was porcelain, it would be the same color throughout, and it's not. So I really don't know what to do here, other than obviously removing those tiles and trying to find new ones to match. Forget it. First of all, there's going to be a rug here anyway, so it looks much better along the edges of the tub. I'm going to wait 2 hours to buff this area. I can't wait to seal it. Hopefully the silicone sealant will keep it white. We'll see. Whew, all right, it's been over 2 hours. It's 8 o'clock at night, you guys. Come on now. I'd like to go have dinner. I'm gonna buff away this floor. I'm gonna put my vanity back and I'm going to caulk the side. Hey Scott, how'd you like the floor?
It's white.
It is. He can't even come in because there's so much stuff in front of the door. Anyway, so once I buff this away, I'll put my vanity back where it belongs and I will caulk alongside of the bathtub because we plan on using it tomorrow morning and I really don't want any water to go underneath. Alright, so if I buff, what does it look like? Ooh! Do you see the shine? I don't know if you can see it. Wow! Oh, this is great! Oh, I love it! Hold on, you gotta see this in close-up. Alright, so hold on, because I gotta find a dull area. Okay, here's dull, okay, and I'm gonna go over it with my buffer, which is really an old t-shirt. Do you see the shine now? Okay, those tiles are old, alright? These are old tiles, so this is non-buffed. This is buffed. I don't know if you can see it. The way I look at it with my light, it looks really, really cool. Okay, here you can tell. Okay, all right, let me do the whole floor and then I'll caulk the side of the tub. I'm super excited. This is actually looking much better than expected. I'm ready to caulk the side of my tub. And while I'm at it, I'm probably gonna caulk the wall on the other side. Why? Because I really don't feel like moving the whole thing later on, even though I'm gonna have to, since I'm gonna have to paint the, hold on, am I on? Yeah, okay. All right, let's go. When I have to paint the tile thing, so I'm gonna put a lot, okay, a lot. Why? Because I want to cover a large area. Okay, let's go this way on the side. Okay. Let's get the toilet paper ready. And I'm going to do this one right here. Which doesn't work. Ah. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing beats a good old thumb with a little bit of water on it. And off we go. And the bathroom is back in business. I put the vanity back where it belongs. And again, here is the floor with the new grout and the caulk along the bathtub. Looks much cleaner, and just for contrast purposes, look at what it looked like before. Okay, so this is before and this is what it looks like after. Big difference. All right, I'm pretty happy. The only thing that I don't like is the cracks in the tiles. You know, like the few hairline crack. I'm sure you can see them here and there. I just don't know what to do about that. I may have to consult somebody and find out. The only solution I can think of is replacing the tiles altogether, but I don't have any of those tiles left, so guess what? It's gonna have to be that, and that's it. There's nothing I can do. So I really like the result. It's unbelievable the difference that it makes. It's just a lot of work. It really was a lot of work, you guys. So it's pretty much time for me to have dinner. Thankfully, Scott made some chili for tonight, so it's totally not fitting in the summer size diet. But what am I gonna do? I am starving. I am. I'm famished right now. I'm gonna finish editing this video later on. It's probably gonna be posted tonight because it's almost done. And I'm pretty happy with the result, you guys. You know what? It was a lot of work, but I think it was well worthy. I really was procrastinating this whole task because I just didn't want to do it. Now, I'm really thinking about putting something on the floor to make it shine and really seal it. So I have to see what that sealer looks like and whether or not that I bought. Do I have it here? No, it's still downstairs. It's like a spray-on sealer. You spray it on, then you wipe it off, and then 15 minutes later you spray it on again, and then you wipe it off. Supposedly it seals the ground so it doesn't get dirty. I think I'm gonna put some Future or Rejuvenate or something like that over this to keep it shiny and make sure that the water beads off of it. If I was crazy enough, I probably would put polyurethane, but nah, I'm not that crazy. Especially with those broken tiles, that would be like really stupid because all I see now is the broken tiles. It's driving me crazy. But there will be a rug over them so you won't see it. Alright, so yeah, it was a lot of work, but I'm very happy I did it. It looks much better. Definitely is a improvement on the floor and the overall look of the bathroom. The next time you're gonna see me, I will not be doing this side here because you pretty much have seen me do that side. You know what it looks like. It's pretty much me slaving on my knees for 5 hours. So I'm gonna spare you that. The next time you will see me in this bathroom, I will be painting the whole perimeter of the tiles that are on the baseboards or ledges, whatever you call them, I don't know. And I will be painting the baseboard, the actual heat baseboard there, and do something about the edges of the tub. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then after that, I think it will be done, and it's only going to be about decoration. So give me a thumbs up if you like this project, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to watch my 30 bucks in 30-day challenge. Today was day 3. I'm throwing away a whole bunch of stuff, donating a whole bunch of stuff, and recycling, yes, a few stuff because, you know, the environment. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.